Hello, welcome to MindOR. I'm Dr. Salako Paul. It's good to have you here. So, this is my first video, my introductory video to this channel. And in this video, I'll basically be introducing the channel to you. And I'll be introducing what the channel is going to be about and the content we'll be having. And also I'll be introducing myself to you. So please stay tuned. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And yeah, thank you all for joining. So straight to the video of today. What is MindOR? That's the first question I'll be answering. I'll try to introduce the channel with five questions. By answering 5 questions, the first one I want to answer is, what is MindOR? I mean, I'm sure you've seen the name and you might be wondering, MindOR, what does it mean? So the OR there stands for operating room. And for those who are familiar with what an operating room is, it's just a place where surgeons go and they open up the patient, they take out things that are causing harm to the patient, or they put in things that will correct a particular problem in the patient. So basically, this is the vision I have for this channel. It should be a room or a place where things are taken away from your mind, things that make you stuck, unable to go further than you ought to go. And it's just a place of mental growth and development. It's a journey actually, and I'll be happy to have you join me on this journey. Now the other question, the second question would be, what was the inspiration behind this channel? Like, why did you just wake up and say, oh, I want to do MindOR and all of that? And I would say I would answer that with 2 answers. First, I realized that after school, a lot of people, they don't have enough skills, they don't have enough mental capacity to take head on what life faces at them. So we see a lot of people graduate who basically all they have to offer is their certificate, right? Maybe you did law, you did medicine, economics, whatever, and outside your field, you are not really knowledgeable, you're not really relevant, I would say. I mean, if you are in a room where a different topic is being spoken about outside what you studied about in school, you'll be blank and all of that. And as much as we say jack of all trade, master of none, is actually a good skill to not, of course you can't know everything, but having enough mental development to be able to contribute something in any sphere you find yourself, it's a very good skill to have. And I just realized that, wow, this is actually lacking, especially in our society of today, where social media is just rampant, a lot of things, and people don't have the habit of reading anymore. 2, the structure of man, right? Man is an entity that is divided into 3 parts, right? Man is a spirit, has a soul, and lives in a body. But what I've realized in today's world is that people have usurped the importance. I mean, if man is a spirit, he has a soul, lives in a body, that means the spirit is the most important, then the soul, then the body. But now, man lives from the body to feed the soul and doesn't even regard the spirit. So I began to think, like, there's so much focus on the body, there's so much focus on cosmetic. I mean, within 1 kilometer radius of you will find tens of restaurants. I don't know how many, but so many restaurants, so many gyms. But definitely you rarely find anything about developing your mind or something like that. Probably a school or something for mind growth, all of those things. So we see that actually there is scarcity of mind growth resources, there is scarcity of it. And sincerely, if there is any time when mental growth and development is needed, is actually in this time. Because in our generation, we are surrounded by so much, a plethora of junks in terms of things like social media, things that could just distract you from the course of your life. and it takes people of solid focus, of a strong mind, to really achieve what they have to achieve despite all the distractions around. So these factors make me actually think and say, okay, I want to go on a journey of mental growth and development. And I thought, okay, let me bring people in along with me. And yeah, so that's basically the inspiration for the channel, personally, and then of course in extension to as many people as who want to join me in this on this journey. All right, so that's the second question. Now the third question, what are you to expect from the channel? Like, what are the things, the contents you're going to, you're telling us this is the MindOR. Are you going to put a knife in our brains and, try to bring out the information? Like, what exactly are the contents? And definitely, there's no way I can come to your house to remove, whatever is in your mind and all of that. But what I'll just be doing is I'll be releasing, the series is going to start with going through a series of books, right? And I would be releasing short forms, or let's say summaries of the book. There is something I've realized that we do as people, as human beings generally. We know definitely that readers are leaders. If you don't read, you cannot lead, blah, blah, blah. We know that. But one thing I've realized is that a lot of people are reading, like really, people read a lot nowadays, but they are not reading in the right, they are not reading with the right intention or the right way, because knowledge without application is useless. Like, knowledge acquisition without knowledge application is basically useless. You understand? So what this channel aims to do is not just to give you knowledge, but to actually I would say put you in a place, or give you action points, to put you to actually utilize what you've read about. So we could pick a book and we give a very concise summary of the book, and also give action points that summarizes the book and just gives you what you need to do based on that book. Like, for example, we read a book on effectiveness. So after reading the whole book, the book is summarized, and then action points on how you can be effective, what you need to do, to be effective, the things you need to do, the things you need to stop doing. So it kind of gives you what to do, like you are equipped with what to do to actually make things better. Not just reading and knowing all these things, but you are not able to apply it. Because you could go online, you'll find information everywhere, but it's not just the information that you need now. You actually need to work on what you already know. So that's basically what we'll be offering. At the beginning. Subsequently, we'll be having interviews, we'll be having podcasts, we'll be having all sorts of programs that help in this journey of mental growth and development. So stay tuned for all of that. So the fourth question is going to be like an introduction to who I am. Why do you call yourself the mind surgeon? Well, there's no specialty in medicine that is called mind surgery or whatever. So I just came up with that name. It sounds unique. But yeah, I'm a medical doctor who currently is looking into practicing in psychiatry. I'm on a journey personally, and I just want to take everybody along with me. All right, then lastly, what are you to do, as a subscriber or as a part of my community? What I would need you to do is to actually not just take in the content, but to try as much as you can to practice what we talk about. Because I want to hear stories of, wow, ever since I started following and watching your videos and practicing what we learn, I've actually seen a lot of improvements in this, in that. Like, I want that's what will give me joy. Not necessarily the increase in subscribers, but actually the stories of life that are changed mentally and in all those areas. So please, I would appreciate you give your best to actually going through the materials with us. Also, when a new video comes out, watch it and share with your friends, with your family. And in the description below, will be a link to the community. There will be a community on Telegram, and in that community we are going to be sharing the summary of whatever book we are reading, right? So I will need you to click on the Telegram link to join the community. Please make sure you click on that link to join the community. And yeah, in our subsequent videos we'll let you know what we are going to be starting with, the books we are going to be starting with, and how this journey is going to go. So thank you, stay tuned, remember to subscribe, like and share, and see you in the next video. Bye.